NZB yearling sales fast approaching. February 18 in Auckland and the 20 and 21st in Christchurch. James Jennings from NZB Standarbreds joins me. Firstly, James, welcome to Australia. Welcome to the sunny country.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Paul. It's been a great arrival. We landed yesterday and had a good stop at Ballarat on the way up and Bendigo last night. And then we're heading down to Melbourne tonight for the breeders and then over to Perth. So we'll be touching base with quite a few of our clients. We're looking forward to it.
Very important part of the business is to get out and get around. You may not sell a horse, but you'll make sure people are aware that the sale is actually on and that there is quality horses there to be seen. So there's a fair bit to this trip. It's not just about coming and seeing people and saying good day.
Yeah, we often refer to it as the road trip. We're on the road to the national yearling sales, and this is all part of starting to get that interest and starting to pique people's perception of what's in the catalogue. The catalogue is out now, as you know, and it's just starting to turn up on everybody's doorstep. And this is really going to get their juices flowing and having a look at what we've got to offer in the new year.
New look catalogue for a start. No 19th or no Monday sale. I'm right on the dates. Yeah, no, there won't be a Monday sale. Give people a little bit of time to be able to get there. And the trotters in Christchurch intermingled with the pacers. So there is a little bit of a change up for 2024.
Yeah, it is. And we'd had a couple of years where we'd had the standout trotting section and it's just run its course. And we appreciated that and understood that, and everybody indicated that was the case. And I do like the concept that leaves the Monday free. We sell on the Sunday. You've got a large buying bench that has to come down from Auckland to Christchurch, and that gives them all day Monday to start doing their pre-sale inspections, get their vet work done, making sure they can shorten those lists up of one they want to bid on the next few days without any other pressures.
And from your managerial point of view, not the man standing up there on the dais, but your managerial point of view, bit of 12 hours extra to get everything facilitated would be a welcome change, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's not so much that. No, that's what we do. We're the sales company. We're all about sales format and making sure that we put together a program that's going to work for everyone. So our main focus is to ensure that the buyers have the opportunity to pull these horses out of the boxes and give them the inspection that they are due, and the clients have the ability to present the horses. And there's nothing worse than having a sale in the background and not getting a chance to pull a horse out of a box.
Probably one of those things I did notice last year on the Monday was that exact same thing, that early in the day was quiet because people were either still getting there, probably still working their horses and the likes, and then the afternoon got busy and it was sort of a little bit all over the place because they were looking for horses on the Tuesday, the Wednesday as well. So this free day will give plenty of people plenty of time to be able to get out and get around.
Yeah, it does, but you've also got to put in the fact, now we're still post-COVID, and we still see a number of our Australian clients utilising the services of bloodstock agents, whose opinions they value and they trust. And these guys need to get out, do the inspections, do the work, then get on the phones and start talking to those clients and getting those shortlists done. So this format gives those people the opportunity to get all that work done without it being too tough, and then turn up the next day and put their hand up.
Quality of the yearlings, you've been out, you've looked at most of those, I believe, if not Campbell hasn't got back to you. The quality of the yearlings keeps improving year by year?
Yeah, it does. I think time has really cemented itself, and I think it's the value that we're now seeing in the sales ring, and with value comes that emphasis on presentation, and we're certainly seeing that bar getting lifted every year.
Yeah, it does indeed, and the quality of horses getting bred, winning here in Australia, winning in New Zealand, of course, winning in Australia, and it's great to see the harness racing in New Zealand's on the up. But then those horses that go to America and continue that racing on, it's test time of what New Zealand are able to produce year on year, and the quality of stock they have.
Hey, we're very fortunate, and as a sales company we're very grateful of the calibre of athlete that we get to offer. I'm a great man for the statistics, because the statistics don't lie, they're proof. And when you see both gates in Australasia that the New Zealand breds are claiming nearly 50% of all black type races on both sides of the Tasman, you don't need to look much further than our national yearling sales to find your next champion.
Yourself and Campbell are going to be over here for a week or two. Get in touch with you guys. NZBstandardbred.co?
Yeah, .co.nz.
It is NZ. I wasn't sure about the last little bit, so be aware of that. The Australians, we always put .com, but it is .co.nz. We can go from there. While I've got you, just off the back of an outstanding ready-to-run sale with the Thoroughbreds, firstly, well done to NZB and the whole group behind that. You must have been blown away.
Stunned, I think, is the word that's been used. It was, we all know, with Singapore closing down racing, and that particular ready-to-run format was developed for our Asian clients because they don't have that infrastructure for yearlings. They need ready-to-run horses to go into their environment up there. And we saw an incredible buying bench turn up and go very, very deep. You know, we saw an average that was greater than a yearling sale average, which is prior to that unheard of. So, amazing sale, completely stunned, and we couldn't have asked for a better result.
Was it expected? Like, were you guys internally thinking it was going to be a good sale, or were you hoping it was going to be a good sale? Like, I know that might sound a little bit funny, but I'm sure you had expectations where you tell everyone, look, it'll be a good sale. But like internally, was that what you guys were thinking?
Well, the sale is peerless in the Southern Hemisphere. We know that. You know, we know the results of the horses that have come out of the sale, and I think the efforts that were done by our bloodstock team at making sure we were touching all the markets in advance and generating that interest went a long way to seeing these people turn up. But they not only turned up, but boy, they went deep as well. You know, $825,000, a record price, and we just hope that these people have bought the horses they want, and they'll go on to prove themselves on the racetrack, and we'll see them back again.
And the beauty of it was there was 825,000. 750, and I think another one above 700, and quite a few above 500. Like, it wasn't just a one-off horse. It wasn't like there was one standout that boosted your average. It was the entire draft of horses.
Yeah, and once again, I think that's testament to the fact that the horses that were being presented had a value right across the market, you know, and that was key. You know, it wasn't just a handful of horses that they picked the eyes at the top. You know, the depth that was shown, I thought, was absolutely amazing.
Fair to say last year was probably a battering for most sales companies right across the board. There was a drop. A few reasons for that coming out of COVID and a few other economical reasons. Does this lead for what might be a good season for everyone? Is this a good pointer that, you know, there might be a bit more buoyancy back in the racing industry?
I think buoyancy has come back to a degree, and we're seeing a few familiar faces that may have been a little bit conspicuous by their absence in previous years as they've redesigned, rebuilt and restructured their business. But I still think it comes down to the horsemanship, it comes down to the growth of the individuals that then go on to perform on the racetracks around the world. And we even had Peter Moody as one example, just said, you cannot underestimate the value of good New Zealand green grass that these horses have been brought up on.
Yeah, I think Mick Price was another one. There was quite a few that were singing the praises of not only the people preparing the horses, the people who reared those horses at the first stage, because I mean they might have changed hands at that point in time, the whole package. I think that's one thing about it, like recently being back at New Zealand for the New Zealand Trotting Cup and the Riccarton Cup, or the New Zealand Cup for the Thoroughbreds, there is positivity. I know Entain have brought that positivity, but I think then you put this sale like this and everyone gets that little bit up and about, it's got to be so good for New Zealand racing, full stop.
It's been a long time since we've had that ability to have that air of positivity in the market, you know, and Entain, the TAB, has, it's not the panacea of all things, but it's certainly a great injection in the arm, and it's presented a lot of positivity, and good things come from positivity.
Absolutely, and that's what I agree. I'm not saying either of those people are the saviours, but just little steps.
Absolutely. And
then this I think is going to be a great precursor to what's going to be a great sales time. For the Standardbred people, sales are, as I said, I had it in my head, February 18, and then 20 and 21, although 19. I'm pretty sure there's Harness Racing New Zealand Awards night on the Monday night. Canberra's behind the camera there on the Monday night, so that's, I think, a ticketed thing as well, so we want people to be there, and it's going to be part of the whole sales thing as well. You guys will be there, that they're trying to build a great occasion for New Zealand harness racing.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to have the recognition of our performers in the form of the Harness Racing Awards. New Zealand Bloodstock Standardbred, we're going to support it to the hilt. We want people to go there and celebrate our champions, and we won't be doing anything to take anything away from that awards night. That's going to be the focus of the evening.
No, absolutely. James, thank you. Always fun. Always more fun off camera, but that's okay. We won't go there. We'll leave that one alone, but I really appreciate it. And anyone wants a catalogue, I definitely have catalogues. You guys are going to be, well, this will go up Sunday morning, so you'll be at the Breeders, but you're going to be in Perth. But get in touch with you guys, get in touch with myself or anyone that Woodlands, Alabar, any of the major sailors going there as well. Sorry, Cam?
Major racing clubs will have.
All major racing clubs are going to have them as well. He doesn't want to be on camera, but he does that. Like, it's got something to do with this, I think. But we'll make sure that people can get them. But please just get in touch with me. Anyone will point forward you in the right direction. Going to be doing a few different things this year with Campbell's comments as well. So keep an eye out for some of the New Zealand with the support of you guys. So thank you very much for that, mate, and really appreciate it.
Pleasure, Paul. As always, thanks for having us.